We have 23 exercises altogether, ranging from 20 to 60 seconds. We're going to start with hula hoops, rotating our hips to the left. Okay, let's switch direction. If you want to use a resistance band, this is a good time to put it on. Now we have squat to lateral leg raise. With your feet shoulder width apart, squat down. As you come up, raise your left leg out to the side, come back down into a squat, and repeat. Now on to the other side. That's the end of the standing exercises. Now it's time to come down onto the mat. We're going to start with some hip circles. So come onto your hands and knees. Make sure your back is nice and flat. Now raise your left leg out to the side, keeping your knee bent at a 90-degree angle. And use your knee to draw a circle going in a forward direction. Now let's switch direction, drawing our circles backwards. All right, let's switch to the right knee, drawing our circles in a forward direction. Now switch direction, drawing your circles to the back. Now we have Clam Shell. Lie on your right side with your legs together and your knees bent at a 45-degree angle. Now tighten your core and lift that top knee up towards the ceiling as high as you can without rotating your hips, and then come back down and repeat. Now we have side lying leg raise. Bend your right knee at a 90-degree angle, straighten your left leg, make sure your hips are stacked and your core is tight. Now raise that left leg up towards the ceiling, bring it back down, and repeat. Now we're gonna do inner thigh leg lifts. If you're using a resistance band, just slip your top leg out of the band, and then we're gonna place our foot on the mat in front of our hips, straighten that bottom leg, and lift it up towards the ceiling, bring it back down, and repeat. Next, we have knee to toe taps. If you're using bands, just slide your top leg back in. Then we're gonna bring our legs together and bend our knees at a 90-degree angle. Keeping our hips stacked and our core tight, raise that top foot up towards the ceiling, keeping your knees together, and then bring it back down so your feet come together and you raise your knee up towards the ceiling. Just build up a good momentum here. Only 30 seconds, guys. You've got this. Now we have knee to floor taps. Similar to before, you're just gonna bend your top knee at a 90-degree angle so you can tap your knee and then tap the floor. Let's switch sides and go back to clamshell. Now we move into side lying leg raise. Okay, onto our inner thigh leg lift. Alright guys, now we have our knee to toe taps. And now we have our knee to floor taps. Alright guys, we have glute bridge with abduction. So let's lie on our backs with our knees bent, pushing our heels into the mat, then tighten your glutes and raise your hips up towards the ceiling, creating a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Open up your knees, bring them back to center, come back down and repeat. stay where you are because we have single leg lifts. We're going to do a glute bridge while keeping our right foot up towards the ceiling. Now on to the other side. Now we have pelvic curl. With your feet back on the mat, engage your core and curl your tailbone up towards the ceiling until you make a straight line from your shoulders to your knees, and then lower back down and repeat. Now we have traveling butterfly. Sit up nice and tall with your legs in front of you. Place your hands at your sides and push them into the mat, raising yourself off the mat just a little bit. Now bring your body forward so you're in butterfly position, and then come back to straight legs and repeat. That's it for the resistance bands. Now we're really going to start to work on some mobility here, and we're going to start with half lunges. So with your knees bent at a 90-degree angle, come up on the outside knee, come back through the center, and then come up on the other side. Now we have the wandering frog. Come down into a deep squat. Take your right leg and bring it across in front of you over to the left side of your mat. Then come up onto your left knee and go into a nice lunge. Get a quick stretch there. Come back to the deep squat. Feel that stretch and then repeat on the other side. Great job, guys. Now let's move into the Cossack Squat. Squat down into your left leg with your right leg extended out next to you. Then rotate your toes up towards the ceiling. Bring them back down. And then staying as low as you can, switch your squat to the right leg and repeat. This is a great stretch for opening up your hips, building strength, and it's also great for the mobility in your ankles as well. work on some leg lifts. So bring your left leg in front of you and your right leg out next to you, and bend both knees at a 90-degree angle, and then sit up nice and tall, and we're just gonna focus on lifting that front leg off the mat. Whether you're just a couple centimeters or you can just get your knee off the mat, do the best you can do. This is a tricky exercise, but it's great for building up strength and working on your mobility. All right, now let's focus on lifting that back leg. Let's switch sides, going into the same position, sitting nice and tall, and let's start with lifting that right front leg. One more to go, guys. Now we're going to focus on lifting that back leg. Now we have tabletop with knee dips. Straighten your right leg and then take your left knee and drive it forward towards the mat directly in front of you. Bring your left arm up towards your right hip and just rotate your torso. You should feel a nice stretch into the front of your left hip. Come back to tabletop and repeat. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So the left leg's gonna come out, and then that right knee is gonna go towards the mat. Your right arm will come up for that little bit of a twist, and then back to tabletop and repeat. Next, we have the bear sit going inward. Sit up nice and tall with your legs out to your sides, then bend your knees at a 90-degree angle. Take your hands and place them on the inside of your ankles so your elbows and your knees are lining up. And then you're gonna push out with your elbows while you push in with your knees. We're just really working on creating that isometric contraction. Only 30 seconds, guys. We can do this. Now, staying in the same position, we're going to move our hands to the outside of our ankles, and we're going to push out with our legs while we push in with our arms. Guys, 3 more stretches to go. Next, we're going to go into butterfly. So let's sit up and nice and tall, and we're going to bring our feet together and drop our knees to the sides. Take your hands and grab your feet or your ankles, whatever is more comfortable for you, and then keeping your spine straight, just lean forward. If you like, you can press your elbows into your thighs for a little more of a stretch, or you can rock your knees a little bit. Just do whatever really gives you the best stretch. Let's move into a side stretch. Bring your feet towards each corner of your mat, and then take your left hand and bring it to your right hip. Take your right hand up in the air and bend towards your left foot. And then you want to rotate your torso so you're looking up towards the ceiling, and hold. Now let's switch direction. We're gonna end it with a side lying stretch. Lie on your right side with your right arm supporting your head. Take your left hand and grab your left ankle, pulling it in towards you. Then take your right foot and place it on your left knee, just helping push back and really increasing that stretch. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Grabbing your right ankle with your right hand and pulling it in towards you, then taking your left foot, placing it on your right knee, adding that little push, and hold. Great job, everyone. I hope you enjoyed these exercises. You can do this video anytime you want to work on the strength and mobility in your hips, all while tightening and rounding that booty. Be sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. I have more fun videos coming your way.